Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. Where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. Let me just do the LeBron real quick. You know what I mean? Let's just do the LeBron James real quick because you know how LeBron be doing. That dude is diabolical, and then he gonna hit you with the, like as if he got any hair on his head. But anyway, let's get into this topic here. I was doing a show where I was reacting to some comments that one of LeBron's former teammates, Iman Shumpert, made. Where Iman was essentially saying that LeBron James ruined the NBA because he took the competition out of the sport when he created the team hopping bonanza. And he was saying this to Shaquille O'Neal at the time. And as I was doing the show, I was talking about it. It then began to make me think of Michael Jordan, who is the ultimate competitor, who a lot of these clown-ass NBA fans of today, what was Michael Jordan doing before Scottie Pippen getting there? Not team hopping. That's what he was doing. That's what Michael Jordan was doing. He wasn't team hopping. He was trying to figure it out. He was letting his organization try to figure it out until he ultimately got some good pieces after pressuring them, and then he won. That's what he was doing. When Michael Jordan was going through the struggle, he didn't run. LeBron James did. So when you have these crazy LeBron fans making these comments on the internet, just know that they're not ready for this smoke. What was Michael Jordan doing before Scottie Pippen? What was LeBron James doing in Cleveland? Nothing. They were doing the exact same thing. But the only difference is one left, the other one stayed. That's the difference. You never thought about it that way, right? Because y'all don't be debating with serious people. So anyway, as I'm talking and I'm going through that, something told me, search up this Jordan a video of Michael Jordan calling LeBron James essentially a weak competitive coward. So I then began to search and I found the video. And some of you guys may not know this because this video is probably 20 years old or at least 15 years old. Where at the time when LeBron made his decision, like a coward, to leave Cleveland and go join a super team, form a super team with D Wade, Chris Bosh, and ultimately Ray Allen and all of these guys. After he made that move, Michael Jordan was on a golf course. And they asked him, because at the time he was an owner, and they said, what do you think about this? And at the very tail end, Michael Jordan said, I'm a competitor. I wasn't looking to go join up with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I was trying to beat those guys. It was a competitive thing for me. And I couldn't help but think, but I couldn't help. He was talking about LeBron James' decision, meaning that it was a weakly, cowardly move. It was a weak, cowardly move. But before we even get into this video, because I know a lot of the younger viewers haven't seen it because it's old. If you're 22 years old, this video was played 15 years ago. You were 7 years old. You didn't even know this. So I'm pretty sure a lot of our younger viewers don't even know that this was said by Michael Jordan. But before we even get into what Jordan's comments, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Kachava. Now, before we continue, let me tell you something. This year, I got serious about taking care of my body, my training, my nutrition, all of it. Nothing extreme. I just wanted to take better care of myself. But my days get busy between work, moving around, taking care of my daughter, trying to go to the gym, buying groceries. Life fills up fast. And when it does, nutrition is the first thing to fall apart. I would skip meals, grab whatever was easy, and feel it by the afternoon. Then I started using Kachava's new travel pack. Just one packet gives you complete nutrition ready for life to go on. Plant-based protein, fiber, greens, vitamins, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more. No artificial flavors, no sweeteners, no soy, no gluten, no preservatives, and no animal products. All the nutrition my body craves in one delicious shake, packed to go. It keeps my energy steady all day, and more importantly, it actually tastes amazing. If you have been meaning to take better care of yourself, this is the easiest place to start. Take your daily ritual with you. Go to Kachava.com and use code DREAMERS for 15% off your first order. That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code DREAMERS. And here's one more thing. If you decide to try it, send us your receipt to DreamersProOfficial@gmail.com, and we will give you 2 months free in the Dreamers Pro community we are building. Or we could give you 50% off on your future merchandise when we launch it. All right, fantastic. So what we want to do now is want to play Michael Jordan's video. I want you guys to look at his face as he's saying it, and look at the disgust towards the end of the video on his face, the disgust of it all. And then we're gonna come back and continue on the show. Take a look at Michael Jordan here talking about this.
The tournament's almost over. Now you're hitting laser drives, pinpoint irons. You seem to have found your game.
Yeah, it took me a couple of days, but I was able to find a rhythm to play it. And as you can see, my putting's still suspect, but I've hit some good shots today.
All right, in a couple of days now, you put the pinstripe suit back on and become the owner again, go back to work. Are you glad that all of this free agency scramble and the LeBron decision in particular is behind you?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad because now it starts to, you really see who's out there. Everybody was kind of waiting to see what happened with LeBron and Wade and Bosh. And, once these guys started to sign, then, it's other guys now you have to turn your focus to. And, I don't think the summer's over with yet. I think you got a lot of movement still left to be made. But, at least the big part is over and done with. And everybody's pretty sure those guys are going to go where they go. And, we got to look and see who's after them.
After so many titles in Chicago, Michael, do you ever step back now and just shake your head when you look at free agency?
In terms of the money that's being given, yeah. I mean, obviously, things have changed. The game's evolved quite a bit. Financially, I think the business changed a little bit. And, who doesn't sit here and think, what if? I'm pretty sure Bill Russell's sitting here, what if he played in the era that we played in? And, I'm no different than, what if I played in this era? I mean, financially, it'd be different. But I think from a competitive standpoint, I think it would be a lot different. I mean, not that, playing against Magic, Bird, Barkley, Ewing, all those years wasn't fun, I think. But I'm pretty sure those guys, along with myself, wish that, we could have played against, the Kobe Bryants of this era and Tim Duncans. And, obviously, we feel like we can compete.
Is the NBA better off for this big player shuffle we just saw this past week?
That's yet to be determined. I think, free agency is a part of every professional sport. And, how that's going to, play into this whole scenario, I don't really know. I think time will tell. It's no way that, just hindsight, I would have never, called up Larry, called up Magic and say, hey, let's get together and play on one team. I mean, things are different. I can't say that's a bad thing. I mean, that's an opportunity these kids have today. I mean, in all honesty, I was trying to beat those guys. I don't know if they would have been on my team. If we'd been on our team, obviously, when you look at the Dream Team, they were on my team, and it wasn't too much of a competitive thing. I'm a competitive guy, and, I like to play against competitive players and, see what happens from there.
All right, good luck to you and the Bobcats this season.
Thanks.
Fantastic. So you heard what Michael Jordan had to say. That's what Jordan thinks of LeBron James as a competitor. That is what Michael Jordan thinks of LeBron. Forget about how Nick Wright and all of these other jackasses out here like to spin the narrative. Most people view him as a coward, and they never stop viewing him that way. No matter how much LeBron tried to distort it, it's not a super team. Rich Paul came out, it's not a super. Maybe Michael Jordan's former agent needs to start a podcast too. Maybe we need to start hearing from him so he can rewrite Michael Jordan's history too. Because what he did wasn't enough, so now his agent needs to come out and start fighting on his behalf. That's what Michael Jordan said. That is essentially what Iman Shumpert was saying, and Iman Shumpert was a teammate of LeBron James's. He was a teammate of his. And even he's saying, bro, that was a weak move. You destroyed the NBA. That was a teammate. Like that, what teammate of Michael Jordan said he destroyed the NBA? Even Scottie Pippen, for as wacky as he is, he could never come out and say that. He could never come out and say that. But that's what LeBron's own teammate Iman Shumpert said. This is where we are in the game. And I know some of y'all might be like, yo, Charles, you learned Iman Shumpert didn't never say that. Play the video.
The person that ruined all of this was Bron, because I felt like Bron's stance, and it's like Mike. If Mike would have made it okay for y'all to just be like, yeah, I'm leaving this team and I'm going to another, because I don't like what the owners are saying. If Mike would have did that, there would have been no loyalty, because we all, quote unquote, wanted to be like Mike, right? And I felt like, even though Steph was good, I felt like Bron was the guy that did it. Cause I feel like when Bron made it okay for people to team up, it stopped making the star player have to come back with something added to their game.
I think you're answering a different question. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm talking about the style of play with everybody shooting.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, you had everybody would come in the league and have their thing that they do that you can't stop this. But now we got the scouting report on you because you made it to the playoffs. So this year we going to take away this and we wait on you to come back and have this. So you had Bron go up to Detroit and go through all that, right? And the man went to Miami instead of come back and defend it up. So it was like, now everybody thinking it's cool. Y'all could team up, la, la, la. So now you create the 3-headed snake out of Steph Curry now. Once they beat us, the 2-pointer was gone.
Gone.
You saw it there. You saw it there. You saw it there. But Bleacher Report and all of these other publications want you to respect LeBron James. They want you to respect him. And if you don't rank him high, you're being rude. Stephen A. Smith wants you to respect him. And all of these guys, and Max Kellerman, and all of they want you to respect him. No, we don't. How about that? How about that? We don't. Now go look for somebody else to bother about respecting LeBron James. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave them in the comments. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.